are here. We're live. It is F101, episode 14. It is the Austria preview. As always, am the host, Max. I'm joined today by Hannah.
Hi.
Dave has returned from Japan. He's here.
Return of the goat, as they say.
Yes, that's what the thumbnail is really about, not about Lewis.
Yeah, the LH is my initials.
Yeah, it is. And I have a cat attacking the clothes in my closet. I'll be right back. And Nat is here, but she's muted.
Oh no.
All right, buddy. You got to get down. You've been removed.
Hi, I'm here.
Hello. All right. We are going. It's the Austria preview, and I have this subtitle. We're about to have a very Red Bull weekend because we're trying to go to the Red Bull spinoff, but it might rain, so it might get canceled. So we're about to just maybe have a normal Red Bull weekend, not a very Red Bull weekend. The weekend schedule is the same as it's been for the past 2 weeks. Practice 1 is Friday at 7:30 a.m. Practice 2 is Friday at 11 a.m. And then practice 3 is Saturday at 6:30. Qualifying is Saturday at 10, and the race is Sunday at 9. We are at the Red Bull Ring this weekend in Austria. It's going to be really, really hot. It's actually going to be hotter there on Sunday, like during race day, than it was in Austin last year. And it was like 97 degrees in Austin last year. It was really bad. I think because Europe's going through a heat wave right now, and they don't have central air conditioning, so it's a whole thing. The circuit is like a little over 4.3 kilometers long, 71 laps. Comes out to 307-ish kilometers. Piastri has the fastest lap here of all time, but in a race that's a 107. But Norris won last year, and this is also where Kimi took Max out on lap 1 last year as well. It's a good racetrack, lots of solid overtaking points. There's a really long straight that's entirely uphill, and then it ends in a really sharp corner. Lots of lockups. That's where Kimi took out Max. Lots of drama potential, as we've seen. And the biggest issue here is there's a lot of track limit penalties that happen. They tried to curb it by changing the final corner in 2024 because in 2023, 8 different drivers had post-race track limits penalties, including Esteban Ocon, who had 30 seconds worth of penalties that race, which is part of where that 10-second penalty to Ocon thing came from, but it actually started in Bahrain earlier that year. I had to look it up.
Beautiful.
Much like Monaco, this race may not be decided until much later, until way after it's actually concluded. But I don't think track limits were as huge of a problem last year as they have been in the past, so hopefully that continues. It is, like I said, the Red Bull Ring, so it is the home race of Red Bull and Racing Bulls, and there's a giant statue of a Red Bull in the middle of the circuit, in case you ever forget who owns it. And it's also Toto Wolff's home race. He's Austrian, so it's technically his home race too.
Ooh.
Do you get extra points for hitting the Red Bull with your Red Bull car?
Given where it is in the circuit, it would be probably considered like a safety disaster, like a complete failure of the safety measures. So yes, I think.
You get a lot of points.
It's in the middle of the circuit. Like it's on the interior of the circuit, but the circuit's huge because it's a racetrack. So, and I don't think it's not very close to the actual track itself.
Is it cursed? Like that giant blue stallion in Denver?
I don't believe this one is cursed. I believe it's just a giant bull.
Aw.
It won't be cursed until Helmut Marko dies and puts his soul in. They put his soul in it. They bury him underneath it, and then it'll be cursed.
Oh, Matcha Girly Pop Helmut Marko?
Yes. Matcha Girly Pop Helmut Marko.
Oh, man.
He's rehabbing his image.
Is there a Barbie version of Helmut Marko? Does he exist in the Barbie universe?
Not yet, but I know a few people in this call who have really strong artistic talent who may be able to make that happen.
Oh God!
Oh no!
And it's not me. And I don't know. I don't know how well you
I
can
don't
draw.
think I am as good as Dave.
Yeah, and Hannah's really good too. So well, it's a collab. It could be a collab.
Yes.
Oh no.
I'll pay you
I'm
an
looking at the
exposure.
pictures right now. It'll be pretty tough. I don't.
He kind
I
of looks
don't
like a
know.
messed up Barbie that like an older brother got a hand on.
Oh, God.
He looks
The hair's kind
melted.
of chopped up.
Exactly. Older brother got it, lit it on fire.
Cuts up the hair.
Yeah.
So
No, I see it.
He doesn't really fit the Barbie, unrealistic body standard. He's got his own unrealistic body standard.
in the
Yeah,
opposite
I mean-
direction.
Oh god.
Helmut Marko's gonna get on the Zempi.
GLP-1.
He's gonna look real good.
Why is one of the filters on Google Images eye for Helmut Marko? It's just looking at his eye.
Oh, he
his
has a
fucked
glass
up
eye because he lost one of his eyes in a racing accident. A rock flew off of a racing car and hit him in the eye.
So he's glass eye Barbie.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's glass eye Barbie. Who played? Which one was that in the movie? Was that Simu Liu? Was that him in the movie? I don't remember.
No,
Glass
he
eye
was
Barbie.
Ken.
He was glass eye Ken. All right, let's keep going. Before we get into team specific conversation, I want to highlight a few drivers that are historically really, really good here. There's something about this track where there's a few drivers that are just lights out. Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, George Russell, and in my opinion, who I think might genuinely be better than any other driver, at least currently here, is Lando Norris. I got to give Lando Norris his flowers. His performances in Austria are electric. Once a year, he puts in a Michael Schumacher impression, and it's in Austria. His first podium in the sport is here, and it was in the 2020 McLaren, which had like no business being on the podium. It had no sponsors. It was so slow. It was so bad. And he was only a second-year driver. So the fact that he managed to do that in the opening race of 2020, because it was all weird because of COVID, was really impressive. I'm not saying he's the best driver ever, obviously, but he is really, really good here. This is maybe his best track. And
where's Nate on the call to say that he is the best driver ever?
I know. I'm not doing him justice. He's getting his laundry right now.
Well, he missed my Lando glaze. The one time a year I say Lando's really, really good.
He doesn't deserve it. It's okay.
Well, he's betting on Hamilton for the rest of the year anyway. So, as I mentioned earlier, Europe is in the middle of an insane heat wave, and Austria is very much affected. So it's going to be really, really hot, which is bad for tire management. So teams who have struggled with tire management are not going to do well here. McLaren. It's really bad for any team struggling with reliability, Mercedes, and it's really bad for any team running a brand new engine spec like Ferrari. There's actually an official heat warning from the FIA for the weekend, which means that all drivers have to wear either a cooling vest, or if they don't wear the cooling vest, they have to add weight to the car that equals the cooling vest. They experimented with this in Qatar and Jeddah last year and 2 years ago, and one of them broke. And so instead of having cold water all over your body, you have really hot water, and it's really bad. So if it breaks, it's like a total nightmare. But it's going to be like 89 on quali and 90 plus on race day. And I think it's just going to be sunny and with no clouds. And that means it's going to be even hotter on the track because the track radiates so much heat. It'll be hotter on race day here than it was in Austin on race day. But Saturday is going to be cooler than it was in Austin. And that's just for reference. It was over 100 degrees at a point in Austin on Saturday, and the track temperature was like 115. So that sucked, and it's going to be more like that though on race day this year in Austria. So it's going to be hot, and there is one driver on the grid who notoriously has really like struggles with overheating and does not deal well with like really hot temperatures. And that unfortunately for Mercedes is George Russell. So it's going to be interesting. Tire management's going to be huge. Reliability, like the heat is only going to make Mercedes power unit problems probably only going to make things worse. So it's going to be very
So
interesting.
you're saying there's a possibility for a midfield podium again?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm saying that.
I think you were saying that because we've had, without even the heat waves, we've had so many people go out, and Gasly somehow got a podium.
Oh, that's true.
I don't even really know how that happened.
Well, his mom did. It's a little weird.
So I think it can happen again, but you do know he's not going to get a podium. That's right, Lance Stroll and Fernando Alonso. What are the chances they even finish the race?
Low.
They're just gonna give up. I don't think either of them want to race in these conditions. They barely want to race at all.
I will say, in your absence, there was still plenty of Aston Martin slander from me, so don't worry. I picked up your slack.
Good. Although I will say RIP. I wasn't here for the review of the Fernando Alonso domination over Lando Norris.
Lando Norris. What fictions have you been reading?
Lance Stroll finally outqualified Fernando Alonso.
It was like 42 races, and he finally did it.
Yeah, so Lance Stroll finally beats his dad, and I'm very sad about it.
It's okay. The team is still a mess.
Okay, I mean, to be clear, Lance Stroll qualified that race 21. So it's like I get he outqualified Fernando Alonso, but literally everyone else did too.
Yeah, so maybe, you know what? It'd be great if somehow it was an Aston podium, but even better if it was a Cadillac podium.
I was gonna say, who was it? You with the Cadillac podium, or was that
Andrew had podium.
Andrew?
I had Cadillac not second. I had Cadillac in 9th or better.
I mean, I think both are very much connected. I think if they get a podium,
certainly.
they're 9th or better.
Certainly. But before we and Cadillac has some upgrades coming this weekend, and they're very confident about them. But before we get into that, we're just going to go down our list here, starting with our front runners. I think Mercedes, despite the Ferrari resurgence, is still the team to beat. And I'm really hoping for a good battle between Antonelli and Russell again. And I'm hoping for a battle between the two that doesn't overcook their cars and cause it to DNF like it has every other time they fought. It does seem that only one Mercedes driver can get on the podium at a time, but that does have to change at some point, right? Russell is chasing Antonelli in the championship, and he has to hurdle Hamilton while doing so. So the pressure to act is really on Russell this race. Antonelli, he just has to defend and focus on finishing races. And critically, like I said, not overcooking his car. We know that Mercedes has reliability issues, which will be looming over them the whole weekend and the rest of the year. I think there's going to be a lot of talk about reliability issues this week, especially with the heat. So the drama is not over yet, and the team, they're currently dealing with a lot of backlash over the perceived treatment of Russell. Like I said last week, we talked about this a lot last week. I don't think it's malicious, but it doesn't look great. But Antonelli still has a good buffer. He can afford mathematically to DNF still and be fine, but he's going to want to keep increasing his lead. He's going to want to keep that pressure up. But I think Mercedes are still going to be obviously at the front of the field. I don't think they're going to drop or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, they're still, heads and shoulders above everyone else. But they have their weaknesses. Mm-hmm. They can burn out, literally. You never know.
It's true. I think that'll be... It seems like when they're fighting each other, we kind of theorized about this last week. It seems like when they fight each other, they kind of something in the car gets overworked and it just conks out. Because the only time they've DNF'd is when they were actually battling each other and not anyone else. So it seems like when they actually have to fight and push that car is when they really have to... is when the reliability issues, at least for them, start to show.
Yeah, that's very true. When they fight other drivers, they just kind of use the fact that their car is just better.
Yeah.
And they'll eventually pass them. But yeah, when they fight each other, they really put in that work and overwork the car, I guess.
Yeah, it's been it'll be interesting to see if they're near each other and how that works. And how it like because Antonelli just kind of conked out in the middle of a lap. It wasn't like for George it was like right at the end of a long like at like a few back and forths between him and Kimi. But for Kimi, he just passed George once and then that was it. So I don't know if it's like specific to like maybe it's a straight like after a long straight or it's like in one of the high speed corners.
It
I
could
don't
have something
know.
to do with the witchcraft that George Russell is trying to use on Kimi Antonelli. I
It
think sometimes like
backfired in
backfire, like
Canada.
it either works or it backfires. So you don't.
You know what? I honestly believe that George Russell is a witch. Thank you for saying that. That's something I truly, honestly believe.
It all
Yeah, George
started with
Russell's a
the
witch.
homemade skincare products that he makes.
Ooh, you're right.
Yeah,
Oh,
everyone knows
those
George
are his
Russell's a witch,
potions.
and Kimi Antonelli's a wizard. Um, it's not a gendered term; it's just what they are.
Kimi
Yeah.
Antonelli's a Washington Wizard.
Right.
He got drafted last night. Did you see that? That was crazy.
Oh shit!
He entered the NBA draft.
Kimi Antonelli's
Wow.
like what, 5'4"?
Yeah, I don't think he's that short, but he's definitely not. He's definitely not tall.
I think Kimi Antonelli could dunk if he had a F1 car.
I think he'd dunk if like Giannis like picked him up.
It'd be very easy to pick Kimi Antonelli
I
up.
want to see Kimi Antonelli and Anthony Edwards like have a conversation. It's like my dream combo.
just have a conversation.
What would
And
they
any
talk
conversation.
about?
I don't know, but I know what I think I know what Colapinto and Anthony Edwards would talk about.
All right, well, that's all right. Moving on. That's the end of the Washington Wizards and NBA discussion. Moving on to Ferrari, unless anyone has anything else to say about Mercedes. All right, moving on. Ferrari, they're in it for now. I'm not going full on title fight yet. I'm not committing to it, but I do think they can keep bringing it to Mercedes, especially if their engine upgrade through the ADUO system works. They have been approved. So with ADUO, I learned that you have to, before you can like implement your upgrade, you have to get it approved by the FIA, and the FIA is like, all right, you can put it in the upgrade in effect in starting this race. Like they pick. And I think they choose whatever the next race is. So if their ADU upgrade works, hopefully they can keep getting closer and closer and maybe even better than Mercedes. Allegedly, it's going to give them 7 horsepower. That's what I saw. All the rumors saying like 7 to 8 horsepower, which is pretty huge. When the margins are so fine. So, hopefully that gives them a bit of a boost and they can keep fighting with Mercedes and not having to rely on like this like 3-stop offset strategy, because if you keep relying on Ferrari for strategy, eventually they will screw it up. And I don't think we talked about this as well. I don't think that they're going to prioritize Hamilton over Leclerc just yet, but that decision could be coming up. No doubt Leclerc has had a brutal run of things. He's failed to score in the last 2 races, once with a crash and the other with a mechanical DNF, while Hamilton has been on the podium and winning in contrast. But I wouldn't count out Leclerc just yet, especially here. He's been really good here in the past, but obviously the momentum is all with Lewis right now. As we've seen when Hamilton is feeling the car, he's really, really, really fast. And while it is one of his weaker tracks historically, it's like kind of hard to say that because he's still Lewis Hamilton. So like his weaker track, he only has like 4 wins on as opposed to like 5 or 8. But he can fight for a win here for sure. And I think if Ferrari can keep their cars reliable and Mercedes keeps breaking down, we'll get a close fight sooner rather than later. And like I said, I want to go all in on Ferrari, but every time I do, they monumentally screw it up. So I'm remaining cautious. Let's wait until the summer break kind of to see where we are with like the Ferrari title fight.
Yeah, let's be real here. The only reason that Lewis Hamilton's allowed to win a race is to make the heartbreak he's going to feel later in the season that much worse.
So true.
I don't know what's coming, but it's going to be even worse than last year. Something's going to happen. They're going to make Lewis look like he's close, and then he's going to have the worst heartbreak and finish, P7 in the driver's standings.
Okay, that would be like a complete disaster. That would be like...
Yeah, I'm calling it.
That would be
putting in the
like,
Oh my
stoplights.
god.
I think he would retire. If that would be such a collapse. What's the difference between? Hold on. So he has 115 points and he's in second. Max Verstappen is in currently in 7th place and he is 60 points below. So that's a lot of racing in order to fall for everyone else to kind of catch up to him. In order to get there.
DNF.
It would probably
He's
have
in
to
the
start
title fight.
now.
In the title fight, and it's just over. Oh, it's not Max Verstappen that's passing him for the P7. It's Pierre Gasly.
Well, because Max Verstappen's going to win every race for the rest of the year and win the championship, obviously. Duh.
I just want to point out that Pierre Gasly and Max Verstappen have the same amount of podiums this year. I checked.
Okay, I was going to say.
I checked. They both have one P3.
Yeah, that's true. That's all going to change. That changes now. When Pierre Gasly wins every race and
Pierre Gasly
World
wins
Drivers'
the
Championship.
Austrian
The only reason I can't actively root for Pierre, even though I really do like him, and obviously he's from the Red Bull program, so that makes me like him even more. But I don't want to see Briatore happy.
He doesn't have to be happy with the Gasly win. Briatore's old.
He will be though, and that's what makes me upset.
Oh no, I'm saying is that Briatore's old. He could, move out, as some would say, at any
he's
time.
gonna get too happy.
He's gonna get too happy. Yes.
Yeah, okay, he's gonna get too happy. I got it.
His blood pressure is gonna go through the fucking roof.
It'll all balance out. No, Briatore can't. He's got one more crash gate in him, I believe, before he goes.
Let's crash kick Gasly all the way up there. Let's do it.
Dude, if somehow imagine Colapinto crashes in Singapore and that gives Gasly the win, and it was completely accidental.
It's very possible. Colapinto right into the side of Verstappen.
The commentary would be crazy. Oh, the investigations. Oh man. So yeah, I don't want to bet fully on Ferrari just yet because I feel like they're going to let me down, even though Lewis is definitely back. So, moving on to McLaren, I feel like they're a bit of an anomaly this year. I can't tell if they're good and they're back or they're just lucky with the cars in front of them DNFing. I don't think they're bad by any means, but they're not really fighting for wins. And both drivers are definitely still struggling with aspects of the car. But it does keep getting in better and better shape each week. And as I've said, Norris is really, really strong here. I can see him getting on the podium again. I can see him causing trouble for the cars up front, Mercedes and Ferrari. We know Piastri has the talent to bring the car to the podium as well. But if I had to choose a McLaren this week to podium, if I could only choose one, I'm choosing Lando. I think they just got to keep developing the car, working towards a breakthrough, and praying every single week that it doesn't break down again, which is a big ask for them.
They kind of feel like how Ferrari did early in the season, where they're fighting. They fight especially early on in the races, and then they kind of just fall off, which is kind of how Ferrari felt against Mercedes in the first couple of races. Now Ferrari kind of fights a little bit harder. Mm-hmm. But they the reliability issues this season is kind of crazy. So that's kind of all you need to do to make sure you get some points is just stay in it, finish the race.
Yeah.
Don't be stuck with the midfielders. You're good.
Yeah. So I think they're like up and down. I feel like they really go either way each week, which makes predicting what they're going to do really hard. But yeah, I think Lando. I've got confidence that Lando will do well here. He is really good here, and maybe both Mercedes crash into each other. Leclerc spins out again. You get a Lewis Hamilton double McLaren podium.
I mean, Leclerc is basically the same point total as the other two. So, Leclerc's not. Leclerc is here to suffer. He doesn't get any hope. Hamilton gets some hope. Leclerc gets nothing.
Leclerc signed a massive extension with Ferrari and then got 2 DNFs.
I honestly feel like Leclerc made a deal with the devil to get into F1. And the deal was like, you will be forever stuck with Ferrari. And in the beginning, it's like, oh, well, that sounds fantastic. Well, here we are
the
now.
monkey's paw. And the one time
Everyone
they have like
likes
a championship
you.
winning car, his teammate's Lewis Hamilton.
Yes. Like, literally.
Does anyone not like Charles Leclerc?
No,
I
I
don't know.
love
I
Charles.
like Charles.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
everyone loves Charles besides F1.
Yeah.
F1 hates Charles.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and Charles probably hates himself.
Damn.
Like he made a deal with the devil. He's gonna be on a Ferrari. He's gonna be a contending race car, driver. Everyone's gonna love him. But the problem is he's on a Ferrari, so he has to suffer.
Yeah, and we've seen years and years of it.
He deserves him on that hill is his entire career.
Yeah.
That's such a good photo. Oh, poor guy. So that is, yeah, McLaren, I think, we'll see. We'll see what they do. It's really hard to say. But we got to talk about the home team because Red Bull is really going to be hoping for a Max Verstappen miracle this weekend. He can and has been on the podium this year, but it has not been easy. The car is overweight and the balance and the grip are also really bad. However, they have a major upgrade package that should lower the car's total weight and allegedly gets it to where they wanted it to be at the start of the season. And it's also going to bring some performance, which is going to be huge for them if it works, which is a big if. I still think it might take some drama up at the front for a Red Bull podium, just given what's happened so far this year. And it's also going to require them to really get a handle on their starts. Please, I'm begging you, please figure it out. It hurts me every weekend to watch. And obviously, I'm not fully counting out a Max Verstappen masterclass, but it's gonna be a tough home race, I think, for Red Bull, unless their upgrade really does like work magic.
I mean, they need their upgrades to do something because it's very obvious that the thing holding back is their car.
Mm-hmm.
Like they should be competing with McLaren and Ferrari, Mercedes, and they're really not. Pierre Gasly is splitting Max Verstappen and Isaac Hadjar right now.
Well, it doesn't help that Isaac drops like 9 places every time he starts a race.
And then the car fails half the time, and they spin out every 3 seconds, and it's a testament to how big the gap is between the top 4 teams and everyone else, and that can happen, and they still get in the top 8.
Yeah, it's tough. It's been tough, but I mean, there's been a lot of very positive talk about this update package that they're bringing in. If it really does manage to get the car, I think it was like 12 kilograms or something like that overweight. So if it manages to get it down by that much, that's huge. So, and that would lowering the weight of the car is also going to help with like their balance issues, I think.
Would you call it a quantum leap?
No, that's reserved for Aston Martin upgrades that don't work.
Dang, I was hoping to catch you in the cursed words.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But now we can talk about Dave's favorite team, Alpine. They just need to keep doing what they're doing, which is still so weird to say. But they're going to be fine if they just keep it up. Their car is good for them. I'd argue it's great, especially, they're locking in 5th place. And we're seeing this amazing comeback from this team compared to last year. Like I said, they kind of like the Williams of last year where they're like locked in 5th place. They're probably not going to hit 4th, but 6th is probably not going to catch them. So they're kind of just like stuck, which is like a good place to be stuck in for them. But Gasly is really putting in some of the best drives of his life, and Colapinto is improving when and where he needs to. They're, I think, in the best position to play disruptor for the championship battle, and I hope that's what happens. I think Alpine is like prime position to make it spicy. Maybe they out-qualify a Ferrari again. Maybe they have like a really good start or whatever. There's safety car drama. I think Alpine is going to be. I think they're in a good spot to kind of make life hard for Mercedes and Ferrari and McLaren and Red Bull.
Yeah, they're like the only team. They're like the only midfield team this year.
Yeah. Well, I'd argue Racing Bulls.
Yeah, Racing Bulls is kind of in there too, but I don't know. I feel like whenever I'm watching, whenever one of the top 4 teams is struggling, it's the Alpines that are in between them and the rest of the field.
Right.
Or Colapinto is by himself because he's the
Yeah.
only he's the only midfield driver that day for some reason. The other midfield teams don't really have that much. I mean, Racing Bulls, I think they have the juice. They just don't. They have the Red Bull problem. Car just kind of spins out and dies, or maybe it's they have kind of new drivers. Liam's been in the F1 for a bit now.
I don't know. I think their car just isn't as powerful. It doesn't, which is actually my next point here, is for the Racing Bulls, their car doesn't seem to have as much of the same issues that Red Bull has. It as like the main Red Bull. It's still not as fast, but it doesn't seem to have the starting issues. It's not really having the I don't know about the weight problem, but it does have. I know it has balance issues. I know that's something both drivers are struggling with. So balance and grip seems to be huge for them. But I think their issues are maybe a little slightly different than Red Bull.
Yeah, they at the start of races and sometimes qualifying, they qualify well, and they're up there. Especially if someone has a bad start, they normally take advantage. But they just can't hold on to it the whole race. Like I'll see like Lindblad up in like P6 or whatever.
Yeah.
But by the end of the race, he's out of the points. It's like okay, just can't hold on.
Yeah. I think both of their drivers are capable of scoring points. I think they can bring the fight to Alpine. It's just going to take a bit. I think Alpine Racing Bulls is the midfield battle to watch. The gap is pretty large right now, but I think if Racing Bulls just keeps getting double points finishes, maybe they keep chipping away, especially if they can like get past Colapinto, who I think they have a better chance of overtaking than Gasly. They could get there over the course of the season, especially with like random drama and stuff happening. I don't think they're gonna be within striking distance after this race, but over the rest of the year, I think they can get up there.
Yeah, they just need to hope. I mean, the big thing that Alpine has is reliability. Like besides Gasly getting flipped, I think they pretty much finished every race, both of them, if I remember right.
So they have Colapinto has finished every race.
Yeah, I think Gasly just had the. I mean, it wasn't even his fault. The car got flipped.
They've had
It was over.
no mechanical like DNF issues,
which has been a huge problem for every other team this year.
Yeah, I think they might have had some in some of the practices, but not in the races.
Yeah, I think that's true. But that's their main thing right now is that they get P8 and they finish the race. And as the midfield team, when there's 4 teams that are competing for the championship, so that's 8 places that are knocked off if everyone finishes. Like that's what you need. You just need to finish the damn race.
And that's what they're doing. So, but that doesn't mean Racing Bull can't bring it to them over the course of the year either. And it's Racing Bull's home race, so they're gonna wanna maybe they'll have a little extra juice in the tank. Andrew is not here, but Haas still is. And they're working on fixing what their big Miami update got wrong. They've been struggling for balance. It's been horrible since Miami, and until they figure it out, they're both going to be struggling. But when they do figure it out, I think Behrman can be back fighting for points. He's pretty fast, as we've seen. I mean, he finished the first race of the year in, like, what was it, 5th or something like that?
Yeah, I think it was 5th. Let me check that.
No, he finished in 7th. Why do I have 5th? Why did I think that? He finished the first race of the year in 7th, but...
Oh, it was China. He finished 5th.
Yeah, he finished 5th in China. Yeah. So, we know Behrman's capable. Unlike his teammate, who has been really, really bad. Ocon has just he's not had it. Haas has a long year ahead of them as they figure out issues. And, Ocon getting outperformed is not like it's Behrman's second year. He's not a rookie anymore, but you still expect Ocon, the senior driver, to be better, to be the leader of the team. It can't be really super helpful to the team either that your veteran driver is so lost in the sauce. And they're the smallest team on the grid in terms of personnel. They don't really have the finances as the rest of the teams either. They don't have that much backing because Gene Haas refuses to spend money. So it's an uphill battle. It's uphill battle after uphill battle for Haas. I wish them the best of luck. I don't think they're going to figure out their balance issues anytime soon. It took them the spring break to bring that huge update, and it'll probably take them the summer break to bring the upgrade that attempts to fully fix it. So I think Haas might still be struggling for a bit.
Yeah, that's the hashtag American engineering right there. But yeah, Ocon has been terrible. Like
horrible.
It should be. We thought at the beginning of the year is going to be Alpine and Haas having a lot of exciting battles, and then of course the Miami upgrade kind of threw Behrman for a loop, and Ocon was really never there.
Yeah, he's not been good this year at all.
So instead we had the Racing Bulls in that spot.
Yes. Moving on, Williams is still a mess. Question for the room: do we think Albon's going to use this race as the testing session, or do you think it'll be Sainz's turn to use the race as a testing session? What are our thoughts here?
Damn.
It's got to be Albon again, right?
I'm leading Albon.
I am as well, but I feel bad.
That's okay. It's okay to feel bad about it.
I just feel bad for him because it's just like it's not working out.
Yeah. Sainz has been publicly talking about how he thinks everyone should have to race like every car on the grid. He was like the championship, everyone's have to drive what car everyone else makes at least like one race, and people are like, dang, he really wants to be anywhere but that Williams.
I heard
and
about
it's
that.
gotta be rough. It's got to be rough to be sold this like idea that Williams is going to be back at the front fighting for wins, and then just to have a year like last year where it's like, all right, you know what, maybe they really are going to do it, and then just come plummeting right back down to earth. And it is so rough. It's going to take a lot of time for Williams to get back to where they were last year, and based on the year so far, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I want to believe in Williams. I want that little hamster to be happy, but I can't. Not right now.
Little hamster.
Yeah.
How you still do practice sessions in the race at this point? Like, we made fun of Aston Martin for it in China.
Yeah. Albon
But we're in race what, 12 or something? Like, what's going on?
8.
8, whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of dire for these backmarker teams. It's like, yeah, 4 front runners. Well, really 3 front runners. Red Bull's not really a front runner. And then Red Bull, Alpine, and maybe Racing Bull's in midfield. And Behrman's kind of midfield. And then Ocon's a backmarker. And every other team is just testing for the year.
It's really bad.
Like, goddamn, like Williams, I know we're about to get to them, but, Williams at least has a double-digit points somehow. They had like a couple good races in there. Everyone else below them, it's a miracle they have a point. I don't remember how Aston Martin got a point, to be honest.
Because Perez couldn't line up in his grid spot correctly in Monaco.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
It's a goddamn miracle that they have a point.
It is. they lucked into it. But yeah, like Dave mentioned, it is rough for the teams behind him. Audi is searching for answers and to get back into the points. They get so close. They get to like 11th, and then something happens and they miss out again and again. There's always some weirdness that's going on. In Barcelona, it was Liam Lawson kicking his car kicking a piece of gravel into the one spot in Nico's car that just shuts it off completely. Like, there's always some weirdness that's going on. And I feel like there's no real answers on what this team's future looks like. Bonotto is still the team principal, but he's like an interim team principal, but they haven't really done anything to like make any changes. I don't really know what's happening there. They got a lot of sort out on track in the garage and in the offices back home. But I will say, if they get it together, Audi fully operating Audi in motorsport is a very scary thing. So if they really can get it together, they've got a lot of prestige behind them where they can really become like a huge force, I think, in F1. They got to get there, and it's taking a long time.
I mean, this team at the beginning of the season, I was like, oh, maybe I'll jump ship off of Mr. Island Boy to Audi. But they're the most boring team on the grid. Like at least Williams and Aston and Cadillac are such dumpster fires that they're kind of interesting.
And Cadillac's new.
And mostly Cadillac's new. So you're like, oh, anything they do, any slight improvement, like wow, look at them go. And then Aston and Williams are just doing practice sessions every freaking race.
Yeah.
Audi is just so boring. I never think about them ever. If I wasn't a fan last year, I wouldn't know the names of their drivers.
Dang.
Damn.
That's brutal. And you saw one of those drivers get a podium last year.
Yeah, I know. And this year, what has he done?
Nothing.
He's done goddamn nothing. Wait, has he scored a point yet?
Yeah, he has their point.
Okay. No, he doesn't. Gabriel Bortoleto has the points.
Oh, I thought. Oh.
Hulkenberg has nothing.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Bortoleto's
Hulkenberg, the Cadillacs, and Stroll with no points.
It's rough. It's rough. If they get close and then something goes horribly wrong. So
yeah, which I think is what makes them not interesting. They're just kind of they're at like P13.
And that's what's crazy is that they're actually getting close. They're just not close enough. So yeah, that's Audi's. I want them to get I want them to be I want them to be good. I like Audi. Like their rally history, especially, is really really interesting. So if they can get
I like these drivers last year, and they had a bullshit sponsor.
Yeah, they did.
And I was like, okay, this year I can root for them, and they're done nothing.
Maybe they need the gambling sponsor back. Can we get Audi sponsored by Polymarket?
Yeah, let's do a Kawasaki Polymarket dual sponsorship.
That would be awesome.
They're just rigging every race.
Yeah. But both Kawasaki and Polymarket have different odds and different results, so it's really complicated.
Yeah, you can't tell who's rigging what.
Yeah. MBS.
But there's insider. It's very obvious there's insider trading going on.
Well, of course, it's sport. It's sports. There's always insider trading. So yeah, that's Audi. We'll see. I'm with you, Dave. I'm just like, I'm kind of just meh on Audi right now.
Do something. That's your goal. Do something. Literally anything. Have a practice session so we can make fun of you. Literally anything.
True. Oh man. But below them, and maybe not for much longer, is Cadillac. They are content to keep learning, and they are continuing to learn, but they have a huge update coming in this race. And Perez said that Silverstone is where they expect, which is next weekend, to make a leap and get into the points. Cadillac's like, we're getting into the points with this upgrade, which is crazy. Basically, what I've seen as this update that they're bringing to the car is just going to unlock raw performance, and then by Silverstone, they'll have fine-tuned it to kind of maximize it where they need to. I did learn that basically they've been giving Bottas's car all the weird, experimental stuff. So anytime they have a new setup they want to try, or something like a new engine mode or something like that, they put it on Bottas's car and they let him kind of run it until it breaks. And then Perez kind of has just the baseline car. But they're talking big about this update. They think they're going to get in the points. I want that to happen so bad. Please.
Elite, you say? Elite.
Cadillac WCC 2026. 1-2 sweep every single race from here on out for the rest of the year. You heard it here first.
I'd love to see it. You know what? I'm on board. I'm on board.
Let's get Bottas, but they're not going to win the drivers because Perez and Bottas will still forever be number 2 drivers. Through no fault of their own.
They're going to 2-3 every race because they can't win.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
So unless it's a street circuit, unless it's Baku or they're not going to Saudi Arabia, but Perez, he's the street circuit GOAT. Especially if that street circuit is in a country with a strong history of human rights violations. So, but yeah, I'm buying into the Cadillac copium so much, or hopium, I guess it's hopium. I just want it to happen so bad, and I just think it'd be so funny if they beat Aston Martin on merit.
They don't even need much to get the ninth, right? They just need literally 3 points.
Yeah, they do.
They need some fucked up shit to happen and to get what was P7 3 points?
Yes, something like that.
Just need one P7, and they're ahead of 2 whole ass teams.
So I'm hoping. So maybe it's not this race, but maybe it's Silverstone that we start seeing the Cadillac come back, and I'm all for that. Let the American team win in Silverstone on 4th of July weekend. That is what I want.
Let's go, America's 250th.
Yeah. So Aston Martin, though, got to get to the dumpster fire, to the bottom of the
Can I shout you out real quick for even though in the actual, like, you've been going in like the constructor standings, except that you put Cadillac ahead of Aston Martin, because we
Yes.
all know that Aston Martin's worse.
Yes. Yes. I've been doing this since Monaco. I still put them at the end because they're bad. There is a dedicated spot. Being the last team to be reviewed or talked about in F101 is not really a spot of honor, but it is intentionally placed. It was Alpine all last year, and for good reason. And right now it's Aston, and for good reason. You're going to tell me that Aston has better vibes than Cadillac right now? No.
Hell no.
And Nate's not here to argue.
I think he would agree with you.
Yeah, I think he would as well. Even though he thinks Leclerc is going to move to Aston Martin, which is nonsensical. But we already had that long discussion last week. But yeah, Aston's in a rough place. They have it's just chaos. Fernando has been making comments about how the team is not spending money in the right places, which is really, really funny to me. Yes, they have a point which they lucked into. But Barcelona got them another double DNF and right back to where they've been all year, right at the bottom of the pile. Nate's hope for the team aside, it's just awful performance, and it's not getting better. And I got no faith Austria is going to be any different.
I don't know how they were supposed to be like contending midfield.
They were supposed to be contending for wins with Newey. Everyone thought they were going to be winning.
I never thought that.
Okay, well, everyone being the general populace. Maybe not us, but
I look at Lance Stroll and I go, he's not winning shit. We all know what I think about Lance Stroll.
It would be just Fernando's luck, though, that if Aston was good, Lance Stroll would somehow outperform him.
Oh, God. They're not going to be good until Alonso's gone.
That is also true.
Alonso's waiting for them to be good. He's like, I'm betting you guys. You guys are going to make a good car. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
And then he's going to finally give up. And then they're going to be good. By that, I mean whoever's the other driver that replaces him, because the Lance Stroll is not going to be good.
Yeah. Well, it'll be George, or some people think it'll be Charles. I don't, but I think it'll be George. Should there be a big shakeup. But yes, that's Aston. Before we predict our podium and do style points, just one last thing. Drama in the front and stagnation in the back. That's the story of F1 this year, and that's likely going to continue here at the Red Bull Ring. Will Antonelli return to winning form? Will Russell take another bite out of the lead? Will Hamilton start to fight for his 8th title? And what about Leclerc, the McLarens, and the home team Red Bull? There's a lot to look forward to this weekend at a track that, like I said, always provides very solid racing and some good juicy drama. Don't just take it from me, though. Take it from Red Bull, who definitely don't have any ulterior motives to you watching this race in particular. Okay? Red Bull said it first. You're not going to want to miss this one. And also, for anyone watching, if you don't have Apple TV, this one's free. You can watch it on Apple TV for free this weekend. So.
Whoa.
Yeah. I don't know if that affects anybody in F101, but in case it does, it is officially free. And we are moving on to pick the podium. I see that Dave has put some style points in, but we'll get to that later. But unless anyone has any final thoughts on Austria before we move on.
Nope.
Yeah, Austria is just kind of like German Switzerland. That's my.
All right, Austria is German Switzerland. I'm sure the Germans, the Austrians, and the Swiss will have no problems with that comment.
Yeah,
it is fine. Beautiful there. Like the scenery around the Red Bull Ring is just in the middle of the mountains.
It is quite nice. It's great for corporate propaganda. And I guess energy drinks.
Yeah, and Red Bull's headquarters. Have you seen Google after this Red Bull's headquarters? It looks like a supervillain hideout.
Oh yeah, it's in the middle of fucking nowhere.
There's like a weird sculpture of a bunch of bulls running out of the building. It's all built on like a weird lake. It's very odd.
It's all their motto is "Get touring legalized in every country."
Yep, that is the Red Bull motto. Their secondary motto is "It gives you wings."
Yeah. The touring gives you wings. That's what it is.
Yeah. So let's predict this podium. Sam, who is not here, although he was in chat, I just saw that, but I don't think he's here anymore. His podium is, no surprise to anybody, Antonelli in first, followed by Verstappen in second, and Russell in third. A rare Russell pick from Sam. I am going with. I think that I feel like there's going to be some drama in this race, and I really think, or maybe hope, that Red Bull's upgrade is going to work, and I'm putting Max Verstappen on the top step. I think he's going to win the home race. I think he's going to do it. And then I think he's going to share it with his one-time lover and one-time rival, Lewis Hamilton. And then I think their love child, Kimi Antonelli, is going to be in third, kind of third-wheeling again, like he was on the Canadian podium. Just like not really.
You don't want to go Paris there?
No Paris.
Really?
No, that's Silverstone. It's Silverstone when Cadillac starts sweeping. Okay. But yeah, I'm going with Verstappen. I'm branching out. I feel like there's going to be some Mercedes drama. I feel like there's going to be some unreliability, and I've got no faith in Ferrari's strategy to work twice in a row. And that's why I don't have Hamilton winning, nor do I have a Mercedes winning. But Andrew, who's in third, does have a Mercedes winning. He also has Antonelli. And then he has Hamilton and Verstappen. Nat is next.
Woo! I see a trend here, but so I'm gonna hop on it. But I have Lewis P1, Max P2, Kimi P3.
Okay, there you go. There's a clearly three favorite drivers happening. Hannah?
I think I'm gonna do Russell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I still believe in him. I think he does need the win.
It's true.
Then I'm gonna do Hamilton, and then Verstappen.
All right. And then Nate is not here, and he's not texting me his podium, so we'll get his later. Which means Dave. It's time.
I'm looking at these tweakers. I'm trying to figure out who's chugging the Red Bull. I think we all know who number one is.
Contractually, it has to be two of them.
Well, four of them.
Well, yeah, but two more than the other. Well, actually, maybe Max.
I'm looking at
does Max have the clout to get out of the contract?
I'm looking at who will do it for the love of the game, and I think P1 very obviously is Max Verstappen. I think Max Verstappen chugs Red Bulls for the love of the game, literally the love of the game. I think he chugs Red Bulls to just keep on in the simulator for as long as possible.
Okay, there you go. That works.
There's a lot of candidates here for the other ones.
Can I float a suggestion?
Yeah.
Bortoletto.
I was looking at Bortoletto. Bortoletto's definitely one of them I was looking at. He's got that young kid, like he's got ADHD because he drank so much caffeine as a kid, energy. On the opposite end, I got like Bottas is like old school. but he probably does like harder
Bottas just
stimulants.
smokes unfiltered cigarettes.
Yeah, he doesn't like. I think he pairs the cigarettes with Red Bull, but like he's mostly there for the cigarette.
Yeah, it's not in like a cool way. It's not in like a cool e-girl way. It's like it's like a you have a problem way.
Degenerate, you love gas stations.
Yeah.
But I think Bortoletto is a good P2. I think Bortoletto is a good P2.
All right.
The last one here, like Lindblad, obviously contractually, so you get the young kid energy, but we got that with Bortoletto already.
Mm-hmm. You need a wild card.
I think the wild card here is Lance Stroll.
Okay.
Whoa.
Lance Stroll chugs energy drinks so hard, he's so addicted to them that you can't even tell by his face anymore. He needs it pumped, the caffeine pumped into his body for him to continue going.
His
And that's why he's my
cooling
P3.
his drink is not water, it's Red Bull.
It's Red Bull. It is pure taurine into the veins.
Oh my god. I think that would kill you.
I mean, have you seen him? That's why he looks so upset all the time. That's why he
Is in
can't
pain
drive.
from the taurine replacing his blood.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Well, Nate did text me, and he has Hamilton, which I should have known he was going to do Hamilton because he told me he was always going to do Hamilton. Norris and Antonelli. So that's his top three. And Dave's style points prediction here. Let me see. Hamilton gets into the title fight just to lose in the most devastating way possible.
Yeah. So
Damn.
that could either be this race or the season. We'll keep
well,
it. Also, do any of you? Yeah, I'll take a look at style points after this for the last couple weeks.
I don't think anyone's gotten anything, but my style point is that Lando will put in his annual GOAT performance only for his car to conk out.
Ooh, that's good.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah, Nat.
It does that like mine's probably pretty broad. Is that still okay?
Yeah.
I'm the judge and jury and executioner on
okay.
how many points.
I was
he
gonna
gets.
say like more than 5 people are gonna like DNF because of like heat weather related reasons.
So more than 5 DNFs. How about more than 5 not crash related DNFs? How's that sound?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm good with that.
Okay.
That's a pretty good one. Yeah.
Now, if a car locks up or its engine stops and they can't get it stopped and they go into the wall or the gravel, whatever, that would not be a crash related DNF. A crash would be hitting someone else.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. I'm down for that.
We'll know if it's heat related if afterward there's a lot of discussion on whether they should have even had the race.
Well,
yeah.
Or discussion on whether or not they should have raced in to begin with, team specific. I'm thinking mainly Aston.
Yeah. Were you prepared to start this race? No.
So really,
Crazy.
Nat's kind of just banking on 3 heat related DNFs because Aston's kind of a given.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then Hannah, do you have any?
Yeah, mine's a little bit more specific. I think Charles is going to DNF again.
Oh no! And any sort of DNF doesn't matter.
And yeah, I think he's got to keep the streak going.
I think you should get a half point if he DNSs.
Okay, I'll take that. I think I have a half point already.
Yeah,
so
you do.
I'll be fine.
You can multiply.
Just keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Yeah, might as
Leclerc
well.
DNSs. Oh my god.
I think it would be really funny. I don't have Lewis winning, but I do think it'd be really funny if Charles DNSs and then Lewis wins.
That would be brutal.
It would
Again,
it would
the
make
deal
me
he made with
giggle.
the devil.
Yeah.
They put
Then
him
we'll know that.
They put him inside the bull like it's Burning Man.
Oh my god. I don't know. It's like Ferrari curse is like tenfold on him specifically.
Yeah, we'll know then that what happened over the past couple races is that Leclerc just took all of Hamilton's, Ferrari dark magic, all of Ferrari's curse onto himself.
Well,
Hamilton
Yeah.
can win
Hamilton
again.
has introduced a very powerful figure into his life lately that maybe could have made that happen.
That's what I'm thinking. It's the Ferrari curse and the Kardashian curse, but they cancel each other out. But it just all like bounces onto Charles, and he's just taking all of it.
Yeah.
That's the theory.
I'm with it. As you know, my big style point prediction for the year is that Lewis announces his engagement at Silverstone. So
Oh my
It's
god.
coming up. It's coming
next
up.
weekend. It's next weekend.
OMG, guys, it's happening.
You know,
It's
Taylor
like
Swift's
it's
getting
like
married this weekend. That next weekend, maybe Lewis has got the love in the air. You know,
wait, she is?
allegedly.
I don't know anything about her.
Why is Kim
this-
Kardashian lawyer on here?
She's a lawyer. What do you want from me?
She's a lawyer.
She's basically a lawyer.
I need to move it
I
over
thought she
here,
hadn't passed the bar.
what happened? Where did it go?
Where'd you go? Where'd you put her?
I put her next to the style points.
There you go.
Like the
She
points
is
themselves.
styling.
That's beautiful.
Just because
Is
I
she
need
a
that
lawyer
space.
yet?
I need that space to put the rest of our style point predictions for the year. So I had to move it.
Has Kim K? Oh, Kim K has not finished. She's not completed the bar yet. Oh
Yeah,
no,
like
she
I
quit
said,
actually.
she failed it.
Only in the show.
Yeah, she's a
She
lawyer
blamed
in the
ChatGPT
show.
and psychics for failing the.
That's so beautiful. You know what?
Honestly, I think
She's
right.
so right. She is right.
She is.
If I was
give
relying on
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT and psychics to pack the bar exam,
Look at my lawyer dog. I'm going to jail. Oh man. Well, I
Yeah.
think on that note, it's a good time to end. Thank you guys for being here for another exciting F101. Dave, welcome back.
thank you. I hope all my commentary was enlightening, and
Of course.
I hope you all have learned something.
I have.
Indeed.
Yeah.
We will be back.
learn something.
We will be back next weekend. It's a double episode. We've got to review this race and then preview Silverstone. So it'll be a lot of talking again from me, and that's okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if any of our predictions came true. We'll see what the standings look like. And we'll have to talk about the British Grand Prix during 4th of July weekend again. They really need to change that. It's frustrating. But yes, anyway, thank you guys for being here and good night.